величезне.
June 29, 2025. Russia has once again shown that this war is far from over. In one of the most coordinated and complex air assaults in recent months, Russian forces launched waves of missiles and drones targeting multiple regions across Ukraine. Among the key targets, Kremenchuk, a central industrial city located in Ukraine's Poltava region. This attack wasn't just about hitting a single city or facility. It was part of a much broader strategy. Russia wasn't only aiming to damage infrastructure. It was testing the limits of Ukraine's air defense, which has become increasingly dependent on Western military support. Kremenchuk holds strategic value far beyond its size. Located deep in central Ukraine, it had remained relatively untouched by the war, especially compared to frontline cities like Kharkiv or Avdiivka. But it has something Russia considers crucial: a major oil refinery, critical energy facilities, and transportation links that help fuel both Ukraine's economy and military logistics. The Kremenchuk oil refinery is one of the country's largest fuel processing plants. In addition, the city houses a thermal power plant that supplies heat and electricity to more than 180,000 residents. In modern warfare, disrupting energy and fuel infrastructure can paralyze troop movements, strain civilian life, and break down logistical resilience. By targeting Kremenchuk, Russia sought to cripple Ukraine's internal operations without ever touching the front lines. This wasn't just an attack, it was a strategic strike designed to hit the heart of Ukraine's operational flow. This was not a random or hasty assault. Russia carried it out in carefully coordinated stages. The first wave began before dawn, with dozens of Shahed 136 and Shahed 131 kamikaze drones launched from the southern and southeastern fronts. Flying low and in irregular formations, the drones were meant to overwhelm radar systems and trigger early engagement from Ukrainian air defenses. But that was just the beginning. Soon after, long-range cruise missiles, Kwan-01 and Ka-555, were launched from Russian strategic bombers flying from within Russian airspace. Unlike the drones, these missiles were aimed at specific high-value targets: the refinery, the thermal plant, and key logistic hubs. And when Ukraine's air defense was fully engaged, Russia deployed its most advanced weapon in the operation, the Kh-47M2 Kinzhal, a hypersonic missile launched from MiG-31K aircraft. With speeds exceeding Mach 10, this missile gives even the most advanced defense systems only seconds to react, if they detect it at all. The level of coordination here was critical. Russia has clearly studied Ukraine's response patterns, its radar activation times, its missile deployment sequences, and its defensive blind spots. They paired kinetic attacks with electronic warfare tactics, including radar jamming, decoy missiles, and spoofing systems, to degrade detection and exhaust missile inventories. Since early 2022, Ukraine has received a wide array of modern air defense systems from the West. Among the most notable, Patriot PAC-3 systems from the United States and Germany, Iris-T SLM from Germany, NASAMS from Norway and the US, and SAMP-T Mamba from France and Italy. These are highly capable platforms. There have even been confirmed cases where Patriot batteries intercepted Russian Kinzhal missiles, something once considered nearly impossible. But the real problem isn't quality. its quantity and coverage. Ukraine is a large country, and these defense systems are primarily positioned around major cities and critical infrastructure. That leaves many areas like Kremenchuk exposed when large-scale, multi-directional attacks occur. Worse still, Russia uses saturation tactics, overwhelming Ukraine's defenses with dozens of simultaneous threats, from drones to cruise missiles, making it nearly impossible to stop every single strike. Even the most advanced systems have a limit. Once overloaded or confused by jamming, they can miss, hesitate, or fire at decoys, allowing the real threats to slip through. Following the strike, thick black smoke rose over Kremenchuk. Fires erupted in parts of the refinery, while the thermal power plant suffered significant damage. Authorities reported power outages across thousands of homes and businesses. Although civilian casualties were limited, the psychological and logistical effects were widespread. Beyond the immediate damage, this attack sent a clear strategic message. No location in Ukraine is truly safe. Even with Western-supplied defense systems, Russia retains the ability to strike deep inside the country with precision and coordination. This raises pressure not only on Ukraine's military planners, but also on Western policymakers. How many more systems will be needed? Can NATO countries maintain this level of support long-term? And what happens if Ukraine begins to run out of interceptors faster than allies can resupply them? In the end, the airstrike on Kremenchuk was more than just another escalation. It was a wake-up call, a reminder that modern warfare isn't just fought at the front, but deep behind the lines, where power plants, fuel depots, and silent infrastructure keep a country running. And as long as Russia can hit those targets, the war will continue far beyond the trenches. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis useful, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This content is created solely for educational and informational purposes. It is intended to provide insights based on verified data, credible sources, and careful analysis. Our goal is to foster a deeper understanding of modern military technology and current events, not to promote or endorse any form of conflict, propaganda, or political agenda. We strictly oppose the spread of misinformation and hoaxes. Every piece of information presented has been carefully sourced from reliable, publicly available references. We encourage viewers to approach the topic with critical thinking and respect for all sides involved, maintaining a focus on knowledge sharing and open discussion.